Your spine hurts and your car is damaged after your typical trip home from work, every day passing over some of the worst road surfaces in the country. As our patient transition into the spring months linger, so do broken suspension parts coupled with popped tires. Do you enjoy spending thousands of dollars every couple of years on your car? Every state around us has got similar climates, but roads that are just as good, or way better than ours. We are in dire need of a solution to these awful roads, and there's a few ways of doing so. Today I'd like to take the time to inform you on some of the most cost-effective and time-effective ways of maintaining and rebuilding our roads. But first I'm going to establish the problem. Michigan's roads are amongst some of the worst in the entire country, as you can see here. In fact, Nick Bastone, a reporter from the Business Insider, ranks Michigan with the #1 worst roads in America. And this really isn't a foreign idea to anybody that goes in and out of our state. We can all share the memory of just crossing over the border and sensing that change in the road surface into Indiana, Ohio, or even Minnesota way up north. It's like night and day difference. Their climate appears to be very similar, yet they have no trouble fixing their roads. Not only that, but potholes lay waste to suspension components and can even cause crashes. Just in this year, I have heard of several stories from people I know of destroying their ball joints or major important parts that hold your wheel on, or even bending their rims. These repairs can be quite costly to deal with. And AAA, the American Automotive Association, says that pothole damage consumes $3 billion annually. And this is a study done in 2016. This is equivalent to $15 per vehicle in the U.S. And that really adds up if you're like families like us with 4 vehicles and every year having to dish that money out. Not only that, but a bent rim or broken ball joint can cause a car to go out of control and cause potential injuries or even fatalities coming from oncoming traffic or going into a tree. Now that we know that the roads are bad, I'll tell you why they are. And there are several reasons, but the two that stand out would include the vicious weather in Michigan and neglect. Potholes and major road degradation is formed by a cycle of melting and freezing water. As we can see, the water permeates the surface of the pavement. It then gets below the pavement surface. After, it freezes, heaving the road up. Once the ice melts, it then leaves a void for for cars to destroy. It's really not something that we can fix, because Mother Nature is going to do its thing. But luckily, there is a couple, now that we know the way it's formed, there is a couple solutions to this. For example, we can try to prevent the damage by filling in the cracks with hot tar or sealer so that the moisture cannot penetrate the surface. But a large reason that the roads are in such disrepair is the lack of repair. And the reason being is that roads are really costly up front to repair, and the taxpayers are not big fans of dumping money or their hard-earned money into things that they do not see immediate results. And I can understand, because you keep spending more and more money each and every year, and your road stays the same, but roads are being fixed. It really makes it hard. It poses a challenge for the government, and that's just the way it is, because people don't like to hand out their money and not see results instantly. As for the solution, it's a multi-step solution. For the first part, we must go about preventing further damage, like opening way stations so that overloaded trucks do not continue to run over our roads and destroy what we do have, even though it's kind of rough. Another solution, another preventative maintenance, is hot patching potholes and large cracks, and that's just going to, like I said before, keep the water out. And then there's also using this, which isn't too appealing, but it's the sealer that is used on the cracks. It may not be the best fix, but that's what it is. Secondly, we should specify that a specific percentage of the money given to counties must be used for road construction only. As I found in a memorandum from William Hamilton, a senior fiscal analyst, $900 million out of the $2.8 billion budget is distributed amongst the county roads, so amongst the county road commissions. and that's a majority of the budget. That's like a third. It's not a problem, but when the counties are commonly found building brand new buildings or replacing their road graders and county trucks. For example, in Lenawee County, Michigan, they're investing large amounts of money to replace their 2017 plow trucks with brand new 2019s, but their 2017s work just fine. So valuable money that should have been used for road construction or in repair is just thrown away to replace these new trucks with even newer ones. Once we regulate the spending of these counties, we will see an increase in road repair and a decrease in unnecessary spending. Lastly, there must be an increase in cash flow. It's just the way it is with our small budget. There are several ways of doing so, and all of them have their own positive and negatives. The way that stands out the most as the most viable option is to abolish the sales tax and then replace it with an equal amount of gas tax. So this means that that money will be used for roads only. Mike Wilkinson with Bridge, Michigan says that we will see as much as a $1.5 billion increase to our funding towards these roads if we propose a change like this. This 3-step plan will put us on the road to success for our future in public transportation. To summarize my points again, we all know the condition, or we all know that Michigan has condition issues with their roads. We know what some of the factors are that create them, and we have created a viable and cost-effective plan to repair the road systems in Michigan. Implementing some of these policies will put us on a road, or put us on track for a smoother riding future. And not only that, but it's going to help the taxpayers it will put the taxpayers at an advantage. It will become so that they don't have to repair their vehicles bi-yearly due to damage caused by potholes and road conditions.